thank you for joining us. First at 6, we're just 2 days away from Election Day, and more than 70 million Americans have already cast their ballots. Our Emily Deanne joins us now with how the early voting turnout impacts our community on Election Day. Emily.
Claire, according to the South Carolina Election Commission, more than 1.4 million people have already voted. Charleston County made up over 8% of those votes, breaking records.
Charleston County had a record-breaking, and I want to say shattered everything we've ever done with voting ahead of Election Day.
With more than 139,000 votes cast, the Charleston County Board of Voter Registration and Elections says some precincts saw 60% of registered voters cast their ballots early. Seacoast Church in Mount Pleasant has been one of the busiest polling places in the state, processing more than 3,000 early votes a day. Officials think this will make for a quicker experience at the polls on Election Day.
Tuesday is going to be a pretty smooth day for voters. If you have not voted yet, Election Day should be equivalent to what you would expect in a primary in terms of how many voters show up.
Early voters say while they experienced lines this weekend, they moved swiftly, likely because all locations are fully staffed with a record number of poll workers this year. Early voters say it's important to be prepared on Election Day.
I would say get there early so you can avoid the lines, and make sure to vote because everyone should vote.
Make sure that you bring your ID, and if you don't have an ID, make sure that you bring your voter registration card.
If you can get here before 6 at Seacoast, you're in and out quick Tuesday, just get out and vote.
Voter registration and polling location information can be found at scvotes.gov. Election officials are reminding voters to listen to local poll workers who are there to keep you safe as you cast your ballot.
We treat Election Day like a hurricane. And when I say that, I mean we're prepared. We are monitoring everything. And if there's any disturbance at the polls, we will know instantaneously. And one of the things we've unveiled this election is all our clerks, they will have panic buttons in case there's any disturbances. And you can rest assured that your polling place will be secure on Election Day.
Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th, and polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in to News 4 for continuing coverage and results throughout the night. Working for you, Emily Deanne, News 4.